Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Kendall and I are on the RV for a couple of days. We're here for a few appointments, doing some scans, doing some tests and checkups and things of that nature. We were there at the hospital yesterday to get the MIBG injection, and we have a slew of things to do today. We've got a quick clinic visit, do some lab work, blood tests, things of that nature, hearing test, CT scan, MIBG scan. I don't know, we're doing all the things. So we're getting ready to jump in the truck, head to the hospital, and see how these things go. You ready to... Look at your hat. Show us how that thing works.
You squeeze the paw and it goes up.
A good friend of mine, Kara, sent her this. Was that last week or something?
Yeah.
Thank you, Kara. This thing's been quite the hit at the hospital. Anyways, how you feeling this morning, Kendall?
Good.
You ready for some scans?
Sure.
Sure. You feel good about it?
Yeah.
Good. She has made quite the improvement in the last like 2 days. That recovery from surgery really kicked... Oops, sorry. Turn that down. Recovery from surgery really kind of kicked her butt. It was a good 2 weeks before she was like really back to herself, and then one morning she woke up and she was like 100 miles an hour. She was ready to rip. So she's feeling good, and I'm thankful for that. It puts a smile on my face. It puts a smile on everyone's face when Kendall's smiling. See, look at that smile. She has such a contagious little smile. But you can't help but not smile when she smiles. So anyways, I have to address the weather this morning. It is absolutely beautiful outside. This is the first morning that it's felt cool, like maybe we're getting into fall. Big fan of it. It's been very, very hot down here in the south. Speaking of the south, we had the hurricane just came through the other day, which really has kind of screwed up a lot of our schedule here at the hospital. Oh yeah, we're getting a little, whoa, what was that? Getting a little windy, Hannah? I just came out here and moved the Lexus because it was underneath this oak tree branch right on the other side of the truck. Things were getting a little sketchy. It was like hitting the top of the truck, so I pulled that out of the way. Hoping no branches break off of that. Wind is definitely kicking up. The hurricane just scooted past us, just northwest of us. We did get quite a bit of wind and rain.
In 4.3 miles, take a slight right turn onto Spring Street.
One of our employees did have a tree fall on her house and crushed their pickup truck. So even though we didn't really get hit by the storm, people really underestimate the power of just like sustained winds, even though it's, you know, not a lot. But if it continuously pushes on things, things can let loose for sure. So we got lucky there. Our thoughts are really with the people who've been majorly affected by the storm. Down in Florida, Cedar Key in particular, I know got really hammered, and it's really unfortunate. Now, these scans that we're headed to do now, like we've really been anticipating these because this will help formulate the plan and the next steps for Kendall's, you know, next treatment or whatever they feel like they need or want to do. I think the couple of options that are on the table right now are moving into stem cell transplant, which is the much more likely scenario, or they decide they want to reroute or bypass the obstruction in her gut, potentially, which I think is much less likely, but I think it could be an option. So the scans that we have going on over the next several days will help dictate what all of this looks like. I'm not really anticipating seeing much of a change from the last set of scans, except for we should have less take up of the MIBG because they did remove the one set of lymph nodes in the last surgery. However, she does have that one left. So this will restage her. We'll figure out what her new Curie score is. And again, it'll kind of dictate how we move forward from here. All right, we just wrapped up the hearing test and everything is like normal hearing. She does still have like ultra high frequency hearing loss, which is outside of the normal range of hearing anyway. So nothing to really be concerned about, and no change from last time. What?
Only dogs can hear it.
Yes. You don't have dog hearing, but I'm surprised your unicorn ears didn't help you. What the heck, man?
I know, right?
Okay, so we are now walking next door to the main hospital from the children's hospital for the MIBG scan, and then we'll go from there. Ready, Freddy?
Yeah.
All right, now we're just getting ready for the CT scan. A few videos ago, I mentioned how nice it was to have some of this stuff hooked up to her. She's supposed to be drinking all of this contrast stuff for the CT scan, but she hates to drink it. And quite honestly, it usually makes her feel nauseous, and she's thrown up a few times after she's drinking it. But thankfully with the G-tube, I can just stick it in a syringe and pump it into her stomach, and she doesn't have to drink it. So while she is pleasantly playing her games, I'll do the contrast for her, and everybody wins.
Start breathing again.
All right, Miss Kendall, you did a good job. You were extremely patient and well behaved getting through all these scans. You are a rock star. I know this video is a little bit weird and disjointed and funky. I think that's just the nature of the beast of running from appointment to appointment to appointment to appointment to appointment all day long. We did our best to kind of keep the updates coming, but all in all, I feel like we have to leave you guys on another cliffhanger. Like last week, it was Kendall going to make it home from the hospital or whatever, and we just didn't know. And the same is true here. We still have a handful more of scans and tests to do next week that Brandy will bring her back for. And that's another thing I want to bring up. You know, we notice in the comments a lot of people talking about where's mom, is mom helping, and many of you back her up. And for those of you who are wondering where mom is, Brandy is very much here. I mean, she's not here today, but she's, you know, we have 3 girls. She's at home with the other girls. That's right. She's at home with the other girls right now. And usually she's with us and with Kendall, but she absolutely hates being on camera. So I just wanted to address that. She is every much involved with all of this as I am. I'm just the camera guy. You know what I mean? So I wanted to address that real quick. But Brandy will bring her up for the PET scan and a few of the things next week. That'll give us the full scope, and we'll figure out what's happening from there. So hopefully next week video, I have answers for you guys as to what the next steps forward are. I can't thank you guys enough for continuing to follow along with Kendall's journey here. The rock star that she is. You are amazing. All right, we're going to get some stuff packed up. We're going to try to hit the road, see if we can get home. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace. Do it, do it, do it.